Hey guys, how's it going? This is Autobot JCB here again for another How to Transform video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to transform the 2002-2003 Transformers Armada Decepticon Thrust. In addition to Thrust, I'm going to be showing you how to transform his partner Minicon Inferno. Now, before we get started on Thrust, I actually wanted to show you a couple little play features that Thrust actually has for his vehicle mode. So if you take Thrust, if you turn him around, you'll notice that there is what looks like a plate with a Minicon port on it. If you actually take his Minicon Inferno and connect him onto the port, he can actually be towed around on the back of Thrust, kind of like Minicon storage. And one added feature is if you actually take your fingers and you push from right here and right here, there is actually a missile that is mounted right there on Inferno's back that can actually be fired because of the little spring-loaded Minicon port right there on his chest. It's got a little spring in it, so it can actually be fired while he's in vehicle mode. In addition to being able to have the Minicon on him, he also has a couple of missile launchers right here on the sides. They don't really fire that well, but I figure if you really want one to fly wherever, you can just pull one out and just kind of guide it around yourself, kind of like a heat-seeking missile. So go ahead and put that back in there. And now I will show you how to transform Thrust. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to flip Thrust over, and you're going to want to take his landing gear and actually fold that in just like that, because the cone of the plane will actually become Thrust's head. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab right here and just go ahead and pull this off the side, which will actually dislodge that pin from the peg hole right in there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's right there just about my finger. And then what you do is you go ahead and bring the leg out, bring the leg down, rotate the leg back, straighten the leg until it clicks into place, just like that. So pop out, rotate down, rotate back, pop straight. And then what you do is you go ahead and fold the air intakes up just like that, which will become Thrust's feet. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and grab right here and go ahead and pop the exhaust thruster off of this pin right here, out of that peg hole, and then bring the that down just like that, because that will actually become Thrust's arms. And then what you go ahead and do, go ahead and pop out the other one, bring it forward just like that. And then what you do is you take this plate and actually rotate it on its hinge down behind Thrust's back. Finally, what you'll do is you'll go ahead and grab the nose of the plane and disconnect it from the peg hole right there, that pin right there. Now, as you bring it up on the hinge, make sure you give it this little plate right here that his head is on is actually on a little swivel. And make sure you give it a 180-degree turn. That way that little pin is actually facing in the back. And then just go ahead and bring that up into his shoulder just like that. And then finally what you do is you go ahead and you turn his head back around, flip the visor back, which will reveal his face. One other thing I forgot to mention. Make sure that when you do his legs, take this pin and feed it into this little port right here. That will actually solidify the connection and allow him to stand without being all wobbly or unstable. And just go ahead and bring his arms down and reveal the Decepticon symbol, just like that. And there we have Thrust. Here, I apologize if you guys didn't see that. I'll go ahead and show you again. But yeah, his arms were out. And then just go ahead and bring his arms down to reveal the symbol on his shoulders. All right, so one little play feature I think is neat, and I will show you in just a minute after I transform Inferno. You can actually take the missile pack off of Inferno, and it can actually be held by Thrust in these little ports right here on his arms. You can't really like have his arms pointed straight out with the blaster. It has to be actually off to the side, because that's the only way that the little rod on the missile will actually not hit anything and break. But anyway, so in order to transform Inferno, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go ahead and pop this panel off just like that. Pop it right off of that pin right there. This will actually become his arm. and go ahead and pop that off just like that. And then what you do is you take the cab of the truck and just kind of rock it on its hinge out just like that and bring it straight. And then bring these panels down, cover the wheels, bring them out just like that. And there you have Inferno. And like I said, the missile pack can actually be removed from Inferno and can actually be, here, let me reload it, I apologize. Can actually be mounted on Thrust's arm, just like that. Kind of a little added firepower. I think it does kind of bum me out that he can't point his arm straight out in order to fire the missile, but I guess it happens. Stuff like you can't do everything with every figure, I suppose. But anyway, one other feature I wanted to show you. We'll go ahead and disconnect the blaster. You'll notice right here that there is actually a Minicon port, and if you look inside that hole right there, you'll see that there's actually a spring. What you'll want to do is you'll want to go ahead and bring both of Thrust's arms forward just like that to get them out of the way. And then what you do is you take his wings and fold them up and fold them out until that rod right there is actually straight off his back, just like that. And then what we'll do, here we'll go ahead and put Inferno back in vehicle mode just as he is, just like that. And here I apologize. We'll move his arms off to the side just like that. And what you do is you can actually connect Inferno onto Thrust's chest just like that. Move these rockets out of the way so I don't hit them. And what you do is if you push down on Inferno, it will actually make the wings on the back of Thrust spin. I do apologize if that sounded a little rough. I still have a couple little bugs to work out because this is actually a rebuilt figure. But anyway, that is the 2002-2003 Transformers Armada Thrust, as well as his partner Minicon Inferno. If you guys have any other ideas for other Transformers you'd like me to try and do, feel free to comment below, even hit that like and subscribe button. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.